Hello and welcome to day 10 of your 14-day Somatic Yin Yoga Let's Regulate Challenge. I am Annie and I'm just so happy that you're here. So today's theme is anchoring self-worth. So what makes us alive and whole are three pillars: our sense of safety, our sense of connection and belongingness, and then lastly is dignity, which is our sense of self-worth. So we'll be exploring these three pillars and let's get to it. Let's come onto your mat, your practicing space, wherever you are. We'll take a moment to settle. I invite you to bring your hands, center of your palms over the knees. Center of palms is where the pericardium 8 channel is. And this right here in the center, it's a point, an acupoint to help settle our spirit, reduce overwhelm, and ground. Let's take a few breaths. Inhale deeply. You can exhale through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale out. And make it audible if that works for you. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come on to your knees and have a look first. We're going to come into toe squat. Now, toe squat is a bit of a challenging and activating pose in Yin Yoga. So essentially, we're only going to be here for about 20 seconds, not too long. You're tucking your toes. You can also just kind of spread the little toes to make sure that they're even. And we're going to be here. Now, if that is too much for you, you can also bring a pillow or bolster and kneel on it. And that would shift the weight to the metatarsal, kind of giving your toes a bit of a break. All right, so pick your option. And let's come into toe squat. And I invite you to bring your hands onto your thighs, roll the shoulders back, keeping the eyes softly open if you're willing. And then bring your awareness to an object right in front of you. You might be noticing some sensations arising inside. That's okay. Observe it. And bring your awareness to that object in front. Just a few more seconds here. And slowly let's come out. We're not there for too long to keep us energized. Hands onto the mat. Let's tap into our toes a little bit. And then let's come into, on your hands and your knees, we'll do a few spinal movement here. Let's arch into your spine. Tilt the chin up. And then round into your spine and look towards the belly. Let's do a few more rounds, arching into your spine, looking up, rounding the spine, look towards the belly. Last time, arching your spine. We're going to stay here just for a little while. And then rounding the spine, look towards the belly. Coming back into neutral, you're going to tuck your toes and then walk your way into yogic squat. And I'm going to give you some variations here. So in yogic squat, as you can see, my feet are slightly turned out and then the knees are kept over the toes. Now, if you feel like there's some sensations in the front, like you might be feeling stuck, then in front of the ankles, then what you can do is come and sit onto a block. Yeah, that could be a sign of compression in the ankles. And then sitting on the block will help you take the stress away from the ankles. But however, if you feel like There are some sensations mostly coming from the back of your heels, and that can be tension, yeah. And what you can do is roll the mat or bring a towel and then just kind of tuck it underneath the heels. Yeah, and then that just kind of take the stress off the back of the heels. So I'm inviting you to kind of explore your own sensations a little bit before moving into your yogic squat. Now, once you have found your position, no hurry, you can always pause the video and then come back. Let's come into hands into heart center. We'll do a variation first with a straight spine. And we're going to combine yogic squat with what's called orienting. Keeping the eyes nice and softly open. We're only turning the eyes to the left. Without straining the eyes, whatever object or, edge of a door, anything catches your attention, you will sustain your focus there. And you can appreciate the colors and shadows, the size. And what we're doing is bringing awareness to the present moment, to our surroundings. And let's bring the eyes back to center, just a few blinks, soften the eyes. And let's bring the awareness now with the eyes only to the right. And notice this is done without straining your eyes. And simply, whatever object catches your attention, bring your awareness there. And let's come back, eye center, and let's surrender our spine, rounding it, bringing the palms facing towards the sky, looking downward. Relaxing the top of your back. Notice if the body has made some space for you, is your empowered choice to soften a little bit more. And as we enter into this world, we are already worthy. Simply being us. As you surrender in this posture, look within and appreciate your own being for simply arriving, being here. When you're ready, let's bring one hand behind you and gently sitting down. Take a few movements before settling into our resting position. So you have the option to sway the knees side by side, moving nice and slowly. And you can also press your palms right behind you, press into your feet, and just bring the hips gently up and down. Nothing too strenuous, just a small counter energetic pose. Pressing into your feet and pelvis up and coming down. And it's finding your resting position, extending the legs and relaxing in a neutral position that can be on your back, your side, or your belly. Place your hands wherever you feel can anchor you, ground you. That can be one hand on the chest and the other on the belly. And slowly let's roll to the side. We're going to make our way into a seated position. Now, we're going to be doing a short meditation, and it's called Embodied centering. So find a position that you can sit very comfortably. You can even rest your back against the wall or find a chair and sit on the chair. What's most important is that you're comfortable and you can stay still for just a short while. We're not going to be here for too long. So embodied centering focuses on the three essential pillars that I share with you of our wholeness as a human. We have our sense of safety, which is represented here with the sense of depth, front and back. Our sense of belongingness, which is represented here in our width, the side to side. And then lastly, our sense of dignity or self-worth, which is represented here by the length up and down. So we'll be meditating on these three dimensions, and you just follow me. Essentially is to bring awareness to our aliveness, our wholeness. So bring your hands however you wish, that you feel anchored, secure, and still. And if it works for you and you're willing, I invite you to close your eyes. Otherwise, you can keep them softly open, gaze steadily in front of you. We'll first bring our awareness to the navel. And here, as you breathe, visualize the breath going front and back, expanding in your depth. And as you breathe, the belly pushes forward and your back towards the back of your space. Wherever you are safe enough. Sustain your focus in the belly, breathing front and back. And then repeat internally after me. I am safe. I am safe. Now, raise your awareness to the middle of your upper back, between the shoulder blades. And as you breathe here, visualize the breath expanding side to side like wings spreading. This is your sense of belongingness. Wherever you go, you belong. Continue to visualize the wings spreading to as far as you can imagine, to the side, to your horizon. And repeat internally, I belong. I belong. And lastly, bring your awareness from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown. This is your link, your sense of dignity or self-worth. You are worthy simply being you. As you breathe, visualize the breath rising up as it roots down. This is your length, your verticality. And repeat internally after me. I am worthy. I am worthy. And now let's bring your awareness to your heart space. And we're gonna visualize the 3 dimensions expanding. Your depth as your sense of safety, your width as your sense of belongingness in this world, and then your length is your dignity. And your heart is the anchor. Continue to breathe into these 3 dimensions. And slowly relax your mind. Relax your breath. And this concludes our practice together. Let's bring our hands into heart center. Thank you so much for joining me on day 10 of your Somatic Yin Challenge. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next day's challenge. Namaste.